to Early Board Outdoors. Did another DIY, what do you call it, upgrade to my Old Town Sportsman 106 Power Minn Coda. One of the issues I had with this kayak is after a few hours of fishing and whatnot, my legs would kind of go numb because of the way the seat was positioned. I'll show you an example. If you see right here, the seat is kind of down, and it kind of brings your legs are in a awkward position. And I don't know about some people. I do have a heart issue, so I have a little some circulation problems, and that was a big no for me. That was a big no for me. I love the kayak. I really can't find too many things wrong with it. That was just one of the issues I had with it. So what I did was I looked online for some seat risers. They have these little attachments that you can add on to the actual seat, and they were kind of expensive. Actually, I think they were very overpriced. And if you've been following my channel, you know I'm always looking to do something, you know, we'll find a cheaper way of doing things. So I didn't want to spend that much money. So what I did was just looked around the garage and was like looking for ideas, a way to raise the seat up without spending any money. Because, you know, if you've been doing any research on these kayaks, they're kind of expensive. Now they're expensive. There's no kind of in it. They're very expensive. But if you fish a lot like I do, it's a good investment to have. It's still gonna not cost as much as I would say a John boat. Or I think they're fairly priced about the same. But once you start doing all the upgrades to that John boat, then you eventually end up with what you'll be paying for this anyway. So, but this is what I did, and I got the comparison of the two kayaks so you could see how my little upgrade kind of brought the seat up. And these are side by side comparisons here, so you can see here. I brought up about 3 or 4 inches, actually about 3 inches. And what I did was I took the 2x4s here that I had laying around my garage, and I cut them to fit inside the kayak like so, and screwed them together. The same little, I say, buckle thing here that holds the seat that's normally secured to the actual kayak. Unscrewed it, screwed it on top of the 2x4s, and that was my front position. And what I did with the back was, here, let's unbuckle this. What I did with the back was I did the exact same thing. I did end up putting 2 holes in it. I wasn't going to do it at first, but I liked it so much that it made the kayak even more comfortable. So I went ahead and I put 2 holes in the kayak. All you do to reach the net on the other side was take this center cooling fin thing out of here, and you can reach up inside and secure the boat, or you can screw it down and tighten it. I mean, it's not going anywhere. But that's what I ended up doing. But it's 2 2x4s screwed together, mounted to the kayak, and the seat sits right on top, just like that. And you can still come back here and unbuckle it like you normally would. But that's what I ended up doing, and my God, it's so much more comfortable. It sits up higher. I kind of like the idea. That's why I bought the kayak, because I want to sit up high in the water. But you know, you don't really find out everything until you actually go out and fish out of it. But this is what I actually came up with. I cut a little notch in the 2x4, so this right here, where you lock the motor down, wouldn't interfere with it. You don't necessarily have to do that, but I did it. But I like the way it came out. Like you see, we'll do another comparison here. As you can see here, it sits up way higher than the other one. Little front comparison there. I don't know if y'all guys can see that, but this position is so much more comfortable. That's probably one of the things I wish Mikona had added to the 106. There's a little bit more adjustability with the seat. I like the lawn chair style, whatever, but you know, after a while, like I said, I don't have like the best circulation, and that kind of messes with me. Makes my legs go numb after a while. But this is what I did. I mean, cheap project. I didn't spend any money. This was stuff I had laying around. I'm pretty sure somebody's got some 2x4s stuck in the corner of the garage somewhere. And like I said, I cut it to fit the kayak, painted it up, try to make it as neat as possible and clean. But that's what I ended up coming with. If you want to see what it looks like without it, there you go. Like I said, I took the same 2 buckles and screwed them here, put my 2x4s, cut them to length, put 2x4s here in the middle, secured those. And you can still use the exact same strap in the K with the bolt to lock it down the same way. As far as this little bracket right here, the same screws that this piece came out of, I unscrewed them and then screwed these brackets in place. That way I didn't have to make any holes in the boat. That securing spot was already there. So the only 2 holes I ended up putting in the boat were these. But I only did it because, like I said, I liked the way this little project came out so well that I just stuck with it. I was like, you know what, I'm gonna leave it like this. So it does make it a little bit louder. The seat tends to squeak a little bit more, but it's not a deal breaker for me. I could put a piece of rubber at the top here to quieten it down, but it's not a bit, like I said, it's not a deal breaker for me. I still catch fish regardless. When in my last video, I made this actual bracket right here for my GoPro. Cheap, some stuff laying around in my garage. I secured it to the actual kayak crate here, and as you can see, that's all I did. Is pretty simple. I weld these little brackets to this rod here, wrapped some rope around the pole just for something easy to grab it out of the kayak. And I took one of these ram mounts, as you can see there, welded a little piece here. You don't have to do that. You can do this by, you know, I'm pretty sure you're smart guys and stuff out there, but and gals, I could come up with your own idea, but if you want to steal this idea, go for it. But that's what I came with, and I have the YOLOTech battery charger. I screwed that into the back, run my cord up to the GoPro, and I can record out in the water the entire time. Not a big deal, super easy to do, but that's just one of the little things I did as well. I want to show you guys that. And I did another one here. It's not quite the same, but you see, same concept. This is the first generation, so it's not pretty, but it still does the job the same. And I got the GoPro mounted onto this as well. I don't know if you can see it. Just screwed a little L bracket in. I just tacked it on here with a welder. You don't have to. Like I said, you can just drill some holes in there, run some screws in there to do the same. But yeah, that's another little update I did to this kayak over here. Other than that, haven't found any everything. I mean, for what you pay for it, I mean, it's definitely worth the money because you really don't have to do any upgrades. I just did little small things to make it even more comfortable for myself. But yeah, if you're in the, let's say, in the market to getting a kayak, you should definitely look at getting one of these. So far I've had it for a couple months, and it's been an amazing fishing machine. Other than the seat position, that is the only issue I had with it, and that's probably more personal thing. I'm pretty sure people fish out of these don't have no issues, but with my heart condition, I have some circulation issues, so the main purpose of doing that upgrade right there was make it more comfortable for myself. So you may not have to do it, but before going to buying those $100 seat risers, which I think is ridiculous, you know, brainstorm and see if you can do the upgrade with stuff that's, you know, in your garage or laying around the house. Pretty sure you can come up with those ideas. If you do, come up with them, you know, post them up so we can all eat off of each other. Oh yeah, also too, what I didn't mention about my little kayak crate here. This is just a little 3-rod holder. I got that from Academy. I believe it was like maybe 15 bucks, but I just zip tied it to the actual crate, and that works pretty well. I mean, they have those, you know, Yak Attack black packs. I mean, those things are like ridiculous. Like, I just can't buy that. I don't see paying 120 bucks for a kayak crate that has a top on it. I mean, I guess I was fishing saltwater and I was worried about flipping over. Then I guess, you know, that would um, be a good reason to buy it, but that's just outrageous. But as you see, these kayaks have plenty of room in them, so I can actually fit an entire cooler there. Easy to reach behind there and take it out. But the sky's the limit. You can come up with all types of little setups as far as what you want to do through these kayaks. But that's pretty much going to do it there. That was my little mini upgrade. I want to go ahead and add that. So if anybody was having the same issue as me, they could actually go ahead and do the same thing. But I'll give you one more comparison shot here. My seat will stay up. So you can see the two 2x4s raised up, how high those actually, what the difference is there. Significant. But there you go.